Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Kiro speaking, and today I'm coming at you with all the attributes that we know so far in WWE 2K23, all the ratings, and well, I'm not gonna say anything. Let's just look at this. Shall we look at this just for a second? Just let it sit. Just let it. 99 overall for Roman freaking Reigns. I think this is a first in the 2K series for sure. Maybe the golden AJ Styles with that challenge, maybe he was like 100 or 101, maybe. But as far as normal superstars go, with no BS and anything like that, no gimmicks, nothing, 99. First time ever in a WWE game, too. Like, I don't remember any of this Smackdown games having a 99 rated superstar, not the SVR games. No, first time ever, and it's real interesting. It's a good move, honestly. Whoever's behind the marketing and whoever came up with this idea, because it's getting people talking for all the maybe right or wrong reasons, depends on where you stand in the situation or on the situation. Prepositions are a little confusing, but in this video we're gonna look at all the other announced ratings real quick. I'm gonna give you my opinion about them. So let's get Roman Reigns out of there. Let's get SmackDown Hotel in here. And let's start looking. We got AJ Styles with 89. I've seen some of these, but most of these I've not seen. So 89 for AJ Styles. If we look at what he's been doing for the past 2-3 years, ever since he teamed up with Omos, even 89 is a little high, I'll be honest, but he's so freaking talented, he's so freaking good that it makes sense that he's still at 89 during, I would argue, one of the low points of his career. I mean, honestly, AJ is an old man now, he's slowly winding down, and he's been injured also the last couple of months, so he's been out of the picture. Regardless, anyways, Alexa Bliss, 85. Now, personally, I wouldn't give her 85 at all. No way. It'd be more like Aaliyah, right? She'd be in the 70s for me. But if we are looking at how she's booked in on WWE television, 85 for Alexa? I mean, it's okay. Like, she really didn't have a competitive match with Bianca the last time we saw her, but that was the last time. You know, the cutoff point for this game is a couple of months before that, so I guess Alexa 85. I think could still be a little lower, like an 80. But Aliyah, let me pronounce it properly, 76, fair enough. Angela Dawkins being at 80. I think they were 80 the last time too. I'm not sure. Asuka being 89 is pretty good. And I feel like if this was, again, a little more up to date with the new Asuka, with the new face paint and all that, and the new theme, we would have Asuka over 90 easily, easily. But that's an easy fix. By the way, I'm going to stop and I'm going to speed up after saying this important thing. You might have not heard of this news, but in one interview, I think it was Lionel Jinx, a developer for WWE 2K23, said that the attributes are now more detailed. Not only that, but the AI has more varied behavior in the sense that if you look at Piper Wrestling World, for example, now you can mess with the logic of the AI. This means that Braun Strowman, for example, hopefully will not go to the top rope, or Undertaker. You know, in 2K22, like it was the same AI for every single wrestler, and they would all do the same things. It doesn't matter how heavy they were, how big they were, how small they were all doing the same things. Now, with this news, it means that they're gonna act a little differently, a little more accurate to their on screen persona. And I think that's pretty sweet, of course, if it happens to be true. I have not seen too many AI versus AI gameplay for WWE 2K23 as of yet, I'll be honest, but a couple of matches I've seen, they actually look super, super promising, interesting. I love the hell out of simulating matches in 2K games, so I just want to share those news with you. Let's continue because we got a lot of people to get through. Austin 3 at being at 82. I don't know, Chief. I don't know, Chief. Austin 3 of this year. See, I would put Austin 3 at 85 and Alexa Bliss at 82. I would switch that around. Maybe even higher for Austin 3, but we'll continue. Bailey being at 91, pretty good. Becky Lynch being at 96. I'm just imagining SmackDown Here Comes the Pain and remembering those games. Like none of the women could make it over like 70, I believe. Now we're getting 96, which is cool to see. Which is cool to see. And again, it's better for those AI versus AI matches because the lower the attribute was, usually it meant that the AI would lose quicker. And Becky Lynch is supposed to be at the top of her division. Same with Bailey. So the fact that she has a high attribute now means that she's gonna be able to do more in matches. When you play against her or as her, she's gonna feel stronger. So okay, fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, as you can see, I personally don't hate this that we're getting closer to 100 right with this year's game. Like I'm okay with it actually. Beth Phoenix being 87, pretty fair. Bianca Belair 95, Biggie 88. All right. Bobby Lashley being 92. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Braun Strowman being 89. Like, if you think too deeply about this, though, obviously the holes are going to start to appear. Like, in any given day, right? Biggie would be destroyed by Bobby Lashley with the current booking. I mean, even Braun Strowman wouldn't last too long against Bobby Lashley. But yeah, they got like what? 2, 3 points between each other. So, you gotta not think about it too much. You got Butch with 81. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's a fair rating for Butch. Carmella with 79. I believe I wouldn't be surprised if she is one of the lowest rated women on the roster because she's a character, but in the ring, yeah, she can't work her magic. So it makes sense, when you think about that. And she doesn't pick up all the wins, unlike Charlotte, who's at 94. Charlotte could have been at 98 too. Like basically the female version of Roman Reigns we got here with Charlotte. But regardless, we got Chad Gable at 77. Pretty fair, honestly. He's a great wrestler, but he's losing all the time. So the more I look at it, I guess if you're good on TV, if you're winning all the time, then your rating gets higher. I think that's the maybe some of the logic that went into these ratings. But if you're losing all the time, yeah, you're on the lower side. But I don't think we're gonna see anyone lower than a 70. It really doesn't look like that. We got China at 88, Carmella Hayes at 82, fair enough. Cody Rhodes at 91, fair enough. Cody Rhodes feels like a 90 or over 90 guy right now. Anyways, we'll see what happens after WrestleMania. Dakota Kai at 80, that's fair. Damian Priest at 84. Dexter Loomis at 80. Doink the Clown is better than Dexter Loomis. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Okay, fair. I don't know. See, Doink the Clown, I haven't watched his matches, back in the day. Obviously, I wasn't even born yet. But, dude, I feel like he could have been lower. Especially because he's a clown, he's a joke character. 81, holy moly. 83 for Dolph Ziggler. I could argue he could be lower too because when is the last time he appeared and when is the last time he actually won a match, right? But 83, still, like it's not what is this bullshit? I can't say that for 83. It's good. It's good. 78 for Dominic. It's fair. It's fair. 91 for Drew McIntyre. So Cody and Drew are the same. Damn, 78 for Elias. But honestly, in ring wise, both of them are not the greatest. And Ezekiel is better than his brother. I guess, yeah. I guess when you think about it, Ezekiel was always in the ring, right? Elias would just do the segments and he wouldn't wrestle as much as Ezekiel did. Rest in peace, Ezekiel, by the way. I'm missing him already. Obviously, like everybody else, I don't care if it's cliche. I don't care if everybody else is doing it. We're going to go ahead and make Elias and Ezekiel tag team champions when the game comes out. We're gonna make them face each other for the WWE Universal Championship at the main event of WrestleMania. It's gonna be great. Ezekiel versus Elias, man. And yeah, Finn Balor, 78. I feel like this is lower than last year. Maybe not. Like, it's really close to last year. Regardless, I think it's fair for Finn Balor. Gigi Dolan at 81. Gunta at 89. Now, this is one I can take exception with because he has been the most dominant person ever. Like, he is easily at least 91 like Cody. Easily. And I believe next year, Gunter is over 90. Easily. Like, unless they do a major change in the way they rate people. Yeah, Gunter, dude, this year and next year, he's not a guy you want to mess with. So, yeah, 89 seems a little low. when you look at it. Let's see. Happy Corbin at 83. No way. Easy 70. Maybe below 75. Like when? Yeah. I'm gonna ask a similar question. When is the last match he ever won? Like I don't remember. Yeah. No, 83 is way too much. Hulk Hogan at 94. See, this is like the older Hogan, but if we're talking prime Hogan, you can make him 99 too, just like Roman Reigns. 98 or 97, whatever. 94 is fair enough. Io Sky is better than Dakota Kai, I guess. In the ring, we could argue that that's the case. Yeah, Io Sky, yeah, better in ring competitor for sure. So I guess she can have that too over. And Dakota Kai never won the NXT Championship, while Io Sky, I believe she won it. Actually, I'm not sure, but I think she won it, right? JC Jane at 80, 1 point less than Gigi Dolan. Definitely wish to see Mandy Rose, by the way, with her updated attire and like gimmick. It would have been awesome. I liked her finish too. It would be cool to play as Mandy Rose, but obviously we're not gonna have that happen now. We had Jay Uso at 90, the highest he's ever been. Jimmy Uso with 1 points below. Honestly, with the way things are going on with their stories, Jimmy Uso could be lower, and I wouldn't mind. But this is fair. Jay Uso making it to the 90s, though. Damn. Like, imagine that. He's really the main event right there. Jim Neidhart with 86. If we continue, we don't get any ratings for John Cena. That's insane. I'm gonna assume the modern day John Cena is the lowest. Maybe not, because last year Rey Mysterio's rating was really pumped up, right? So it might be the case for John Cena as well. But like, I'm thinking John Cena 08, right? John Cena 16. These guys are gonna be like 95, 96. Regardless, we got Johnny Gargano at an 84. I think that's fair. Karrion Kross at an 86. That's also, yeah. Like, I don't know. I'm liking these. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like, I'm really curious as to what you think. Do you think these are BS, or are you basically thinking the same way I do? Katana Chance at 79. Kaden Carter at 76. I barely saw these two wrestle, but yeah, from what I saw of Katana Chance, 79. I guess she's been winning all the time. Yeah, I have not watched NXT in years, so who knows? LA Knight at 81. See, I would put him higher too. But fair, if you look at it fairly, if you look at what he did in the main roster, 81, even that's a little much for LA Knight. But I'm sure next year he's gonna be just like Gunter. He's gonna be a little higher. And for Kofi Kingston, 89, more than Big E. Okay, fair. You got Lita with a 90. Pretty fair. Liv Morgan with an 86. Don't hate it. Makes sense. Macho Man with an 89. If we continue, we got Montez Ford, 82. Ooh, damn. All right. All right, dude. Can I see what you're trying to do? So, Angela Dawkins was 80. Montez, 82. I don't know. You got Natalya at 82, one of the best women's wrestlers in the ring. So, fair enough. But she doesn't win that many matches. Still 82. Yeah, makes sense. Nikki Ash at a 76. Okay, yeah, that's low. It could be lower, and I wouldn't mind. Queen Zelina at 74. See, that makes sense. R2 at 72. He might be the lowest we've seen. God damn. But can't hate that either. Like, yeah, makes sense for R-Truth. Almost at an 82. And Otis at an 80. Now, it's good that I skipped these guys real quick and came back to them together, because these two boys, I mean, they're big boys, sure. They haven't won that many matches, but in every single one of their matches, like they have a shaky big match history, especially Otis is losing all his matches, but they're big boys, right? They're always dominant, and so they're always losing if they're losing for some BS reason. So like you have Braun Strowman there. He's a huge guy, but like it doesn't make a difference, right? One of the things I'd love to see in the next game is like Giants fielding like actual Giants. See, like 82 for Almas. I feel like he's gonna lose all the time. Same with Otis. But regardless, anyways, we got Randy Orton, the tag team Randy Orton. He's not even running for the WWE Championship. Still 93 though. I respect it. I respect the fact that they respect Randy Orton. So that's good. And my nose is really itchy. What's going on? Does this have a meaning? Does this have a meaning when your nose gets really itchy? Whatever. You got Raquel Rodriguez at an 83. Could be stronger, honestly, the way she's been beating everybody up. Rey Mysterio goes all the way back down to 82 from like 90s. You got Rhea Ripley at an 87. Yeah, could be higher. And she would have been higher, more, again, I keep saying this, but like if this game is more up to date, yeah, she's an easy 90. Rick Boogs at a 75, that's good. Ricochet at an 82, fair. Ridge Holland at an 81, fair. Rob Van Dam at a 92, I see no problems with this, especially Rob Van Dam beating John Cena. That era of Rob Van Dam, let's go. Yeah, that's 92 for sure. Roman Reigns at a 99, Ronda Rousey at a 93, not the highest rated woman. I think it's Becky Lynch, right? The man. So, the only one to pin Ronda Rousey too, if I remember correctly. I might not be remembering correctly because Ronda had a lot of matches. Roxanne Perez at an 81, Sami Zayn at an 84. Again, up to date. Bumped that to 88, like closer to 90. Up to date Sami Zayn? Hell yeah. Because I think this Sami Zayn is more from WrestleMania season where he was facing off against the jackass dude. Yeah. Said freaking Rollins. Well, 92 is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. If he again becomes a main eventer, a WWE champion one day, though, we're going to see him at like a 96 for sure. I don't know if anybody else is going to be able to get to a 99 like Roman Reigns just did this year, but we'll see. 82 for Baszler. Normally could have been rated higher, but the fact, if you look at her booking again, yeah, 82 is pretty good. 87 for Sheamus, pretty good. Shotzi 75, honestly, pretty good if you look at her performance. Solo Sikoa could have been a little higher. An 85 would fit him, Trish Stratus being 93, one of the best women's wrestlers of all time. Yes. Undertaker being 95. Was he 95 last year and the year before that? I remember him being 95 like all the way back in SmackDown vs. Raw in 2010, which is crazy. I might be wrong. But yeah, Undertaker 95 makes all the sense in the world. Tyler Breeze being 77 makes sense. And Xavier Woods is 88, just like Big E, and Kofi is higher than both of them. Interesting. The way I would do it, honestly, it would be, I guess I would make Kofi the highest one, and then Big E, and then Xavier Woods. Just looking at their career trajectory and the last couple of years of what they've been doing, but that's just me. I missed a couple of people. Speaking of missing, I missed The Miz with an 85. The modern day Miz with an 85. I'd take it. Rock is 96. So that's another interesting development there. So we got The Undertaker, The Rock. I'd assume Stone Cold is up there, 96, 97 maybe. And then Roman Reigns. Damn, man. You know what? That gives me a video idea. Maybe we'll do that. Once this game comes out, I can do like an 8-man match and put all the highest rated wrestlers in there, and then do another 8-man match, put all the lowest rated wrestlers in there and stuff like that. Maybe tournaments, I don't know. But yeah, I like it. It's a definite change from what we used to have as far as attributes go in 2K games. Like, it's a noticeable enough shift. Normally attributes, yeah, they change year to year, but no one cares. Like, you talk about it for a day. But this year, again, we never had a 99. We never had ratings this high. They definitely did some fundamental changes to the ratings, and I'm okay with them. I like them, and the fact that we can edit them if we're not satisfied with them and bring them up or down to what we think is the ideal selection. The fact that that's a possibility, it removes any concern that I have for him. But yeah, that's been what I think about these attributes and these changes. So I want to now ask you what you thought. Like 99 Roman Reigns? What the hell is that? My favorite, by the way, is Jey Uso being the main event, Jey Uso being 90. And my least favorite is Gunter being 89. Yeah. Anyways, feel free to leave your comments down in the comment section below. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on the next one.